A pistol is something that should always be with you. In a patch where normal rounds are hard to come by and the recoil when firing from auxiliary weapons is unbelievably pleasant, it's simply wrong to ignore this aspect of the game. There are numerous pistols in the game, but I've highlighted certain options for you and myself. Let's delve into it. In the 9x19 caliber, there are the most pistols, with various modern options, different prices and complexities, but in reality they are all useless and attention should be focused only on the GLOCK. It has everything you need. Want a suppressor, an optic or a laser? Its main advantage is the 50-round magazine and the price for this pistol is exceptionally low. There's also the 18C, its big brother with automatic fire mode, but it's a bit more expensive. Generally, if you don't want to spend money, the TT pistol is your option. It's admittedly terrible with a small magazine and an ugly appearance. It uses a pepper shot cartridge, which is useless, but the TT costs only 8,000. You can also add a laser and some muzzle device. Another ultra-budget option is the APS, which costs around 12,000, but with a stock it's around 20. There isn't much else to add, with an automatic fire mode and new recoil. However, there's no point in shooting beyond 5 meters. You won't hit anything. By the way, you can directly compare it with the automatic GLOCK, because of the side, which seems more convenient. Nevertheless, it's still terrible, although compared to the previous patch it's incredibly cool, because hitting anything was impossible before. Now, I remind you about the importance of subscribing if you want to meet again. Next is the more impressive .45 caliber, with bullets that bring a lot of damage. We have the Colt and the USP as options. Their prices are almost identical and not high. You can put a scope and a muzzle device on Colt and play around with its mats. Its most capacious magazine holds 11 rounds. The USP differs in that you can attach a suppressor and its magazine holds 12 rounds. You can use FMG bullets. However, if you've unlocked the Peacekeeper's Crown, AP bullets work great. Gurza is again a fairly strong caliber, although in this patch it's not so much anymore. I would recommend using it after opening the proper crown, or at least the third level of loyalty in order to buy normal cartridges. If desired, you can install a sight, a silencer and a laser. The magazine capacity is 18 rounds. The Gurza itself is very cheap, sometimes even cheaper than a GLOCK, which makes it quite an attractive option. The 5.7 is the best pistol in my opinion. Its price is high, usually around 30 and sometimes even 40,000. But if you have the third Peacekeeper and you can afford L191, it's just excellent. The cartridge characteristics are good and the pistol itself is incredibly pleasant. You can add a suppressor, optic, laser, etc. and the magazine has a capacity of 20 rounds. And of course, the god of pistols, they are shot well. It's enormous, heavy and expensive, with normal rounds only available at the proper crown. However, it obliterates both butts and BMC alike. There's more than enough damage for one-shot kills. In general, any pistol is convenient to use with a sight. This is obvious, but as I think auxiliary weapons are meant to be just that, auxiliary, and spending 50–70,000 on a pistol it's not something anyone would want. So let's evaluate how each pistol shoots with iron sight. First up is the TT. And it's naturally terrible. Aiming with it is unbearable for me. If you rely on the laser, it's completely unclear where the bullet is going, although I've heard that some people like it. Next is the GLOCK, with a variety of options for both iron sights. I tried some different ones and one option I don't like much. It's too bulky, but it's definitely better than the TT. I tried another one and it's a bit better, more to my liking. Moving on to the Colt, honestly, Honestly, I don't like it. There's no clear separation between the front sight and the rear sight. If you like that, you can write in the comments. But it's definitely not for me. With the USP, everything is much better, more expressive differentiation, and consequently it's more comfortable to aim. I think the Gurza is an ideal option, clear, concise, and easy to understand where to shoot. As for the 5.7, in my opinion, it's a bit worse than the Gurza, but still excellent with outstanding recoil. It's time for the Asha. I never like playing it with a scope, so it's better to use the iron sight. Next is the APS. I find it uncomfortable to shoot with, but that's up to you to judge. In conclusion, I want to emphasize one thing. The number of pistols in this patch has become a goal. I look forward to your thoughts in the comments. Give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.